rooted in community, and ready to help. We are FH&P Lawyers, helping people in the Okanagan for over 100 years.
I'm Marvin Geekie, a lawyer at FH&P, and joining me today is Carly Perryman, paralegal with FH&P Lawyers in the Immigration Department. And thanks for joining me today, Carly. There's been a lot going on in the world this last little while, and what is going on in the Ukraine is particularly terrible. It's really hard to watch the news, even though it's hard to take your eyes off of it.
Yeah, it is really tragic, Marvin.
And lots of countries, and it's good to see that lots of countries around the world have been reaching out to help the Ukraine. And of course, Canada is one of them. It's been really heartwarming to see many in our own communities reaching out to help as much as they can.
Yeah, and I know there's been a lot of fundraisers happening in our community and people opening their homes to displaced ones. It is really nice to see how we can all come together for a good common cause.
A little bit earlier this month, on March 17th, the Canadian Immigration Minister, Sean Fraser, announced the launch of the Canada-Ukraine Authorization for Emergency Travel Program.
Yes, the CUAET, as they refer to it. So it's an accelerated temporary residence pathway for Ukrainians that are fleeing war.
And you got to love those little acronym things.
Yeah.
Yes. And so these only apply for a 3-year open work permit at the same time as a visitor visa application that will allow them to come to Canada and work.
Yeah. And the good thing is that there's also expedited processing. So 14 days processing time from the time that they submit the temporary resident application. And then also they're going to be waiving those processing fees.
That is really nice. And many other regular requirements are being waived as well, so that people can come here quickly, such as the ones that need medical screening. And for those that don't have a valid passport, Canada issued a single journey travel document on a case-by-case basis, if appropriate.
And there's also a website for Canadian employers in Canada who wish to offer jobs to Ukrainians. It's called Job Bank for Ukraine. And then Job Bank is going to work with the local organizations and employers to connect them with Ukrainians who want to work in Canada.
The goal is definitely to get those ones that are, obviously in a bad situation, at least a little bit onto their feet so that they can at least get some work in Canada.
Yeah, and I think at this point, the goal with the program is that it's a temporary solution. Who knows, maybe some of those will want to go back home if they're able to do so. So the 3-year work permit is going to allow them to stay here at least to get on their feet. And then potentially there may be opportunities for them to stay in Canada long term.
Yes, well, let's hope for those that want to go home, that opportunity presents itself really rather quickly. And in the meantime, our firm is very willing and able to help Ukrainian nationals, either those that are still in Ukraine or have been evacuated to other countries like Poland, to come to Canada.
And we're actively working to bring some families from the Ukraine right now and putting those resources in place. The thing that's really great is that we have Ukrainian speaking staff at the firm. So it makes it so much easier to communicate. And we're personally invested because we have people that are actually from the Ukraine.
And I think it's also important to note that these special measures, most recently announced, are also for Ukrainian nationals already in Canada as temporary residents.
Yeah, and we know that especially in our area, we have a lot of international students and temporary foreign workers. So those ones from Ukraine can extend their status in Canada and along with their families too, they get to stay.
That's a great point, Carly. And we're offering a free video consultation to anyone who wants more information about bringing family and friends from the Ukraine, or ones who are already in Canada and wish to stay. Contact us today at 250-980-2305 or email us at imm@fhplawyers.com. We are looking forward to hearing from you.
FH&P Lawyers is a full-service law firm ready to help with all your legal matters.